Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Trializer Gaming, and today we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Uh, Honestly, I made a follow-up video discussing in the debate about quitting Yu-Gi-Oh! And following talking to some friends who no longer play the game, who play other card games, and even some of my friends who moved out of the state but played in other places and have quit. And just looking at the channel and seeing the good but the bad as well. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh videos are getting a lot of dislikes. I just think Yu-Gi-Oh for me, it's time to go. And why those are all factors, I need to talk about the biggest one and the most important one because it is community. There is no community where I live. I want people who can literally hang out and play Yu-Gi-Oh. Deck build. Maybe if they're chill enough, I have literally a whole thing here I could record two people dueling. I would love to have somebody be like, hey, let's hang out. Let's, if you want to record a video, let's have some fun. Let's, do. I don't have that. I have nobody who plays Yu-Gi-Oh! In this area. It's dead. And because of that, playing online isn't the same. Master Duel, the worst fucking thing. No. But it just doesn't give the same vibe. It doesn't give the same silliness. It doesn't give the, And why a lot of the series, whether it's Virtually Pro, Mystery Masochist, like Masochist was a cool idea and I would love to continue doing it, but it's just like at the same point, it just feels like I'm playing a game that's dead around me. It just doesn't feel good. And I was really hoping that with the World Championship coming to Seattle, that there would be an increase in business. People would be like, oh, look at this big thing. Come to Seattle. It'd be an open event. Maybe stores would start to look at Yu-Gi-Oh! And because it's sealed, why would anyone look? And no one is. And I think Yu-Gi-Oh! For my area, like I said, is dead. And I think it's time I just accept it is dead and move on. And, there's so many cool series ideas. There's so many cool things I would love to do. But every time I record an episode of anything, and financials play a part into it too, I feel like so bummed. I feel actually sad because it's like I'm out here like hoping and praying that Yu-Gi-Oh! Can even remotely be like it was. And I'm not talking about the gameplay, but the community that it was back during Synchro era. I mentioned going to stores. I mentioned like having options. And while I'm not saying I want a million stores surrounding me playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, having one or two where I can bounce from, maybe one more serious, one not as serious. Ones that maybe do weekly or bi-weekly, not once a month. And because it's once a month, usually the people who show up are super sweats and come from everywhere else but my area, it seems like. Every store I come across is, oh, we do Pokemon, Magic the Gathering. I found stores that do One Piece. I found stores that do Digimon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is thrown to the side. And for me, it's to the point where why I do love the game. Do not get me wrong. I love the game. The lack of community bums me out for this in my area. And not having people to talk or discuss with it, like, that's it. It's a killer. It is. Because I have so many cool ideas for content and fun ideas to just mess around with. And I can't really, there's no one to do them with. And it's. So, with all of that, looking at the analytics of how the Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos perform on my channel and all that stuff, all the other factors, the WCS, the World Championship, and all that, I think it's just better if I quit. Now, I do want to know I'm not selling all my cards, and maybe one day I'll get back into the game if I start to see a community or something rise up. If something happens to Yu-Gi-Oh! And maybe, who knows, maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! Will change their mind on the WCS decision, open it up, and something starts to blossom here. But until that point, I am done. I know this will affect my subscriber count. I'm sure I'm going to lose a ton of subscribers. I know there's probably going to be a lot of dislikes on this video. There's probably going to be a lot of people who will just leave, and I get it. But honestly, for me, I think this is the best decision. And, to note on that, effectively, almost all Yu-Gi-Oh series are like permanent hiatus or canceled. Like Master Duel, straight up cancel. Done with that. Horrible, horrible decision trying to do that. The rest, I will say permanent hiatus until, or I guess a long hiatus until maybe I get back to the game. But I'm not holding my breath because it doesn't seem like Konami or Yu-Gi-Oh wants to survive here. I know this is a depressing note. I am going to keep my cards, and hey, if I make some friends and I start to fall in love with the game from a different perspective, maybe that'll change things. And Yu-Gi-Oh may pop up because once I get a job, Card Shop Journey is going to be back. We're still going to be opening products, so there may be a little Yu-Gi-Oh videos here and there to open up stuff and sell stuff for that random series, doing other card games too. But for now, I think I am putting down Yu-Gi-Oh until something makes me fall back in love with it. Yeah, I know it's probably disappointing to a lot of you, and I'm probably gonna, after this video goes up, start to see fall off on subscribers and everything. But I want to thank everyone who's sticking around. I want to thank everyone who's subscribed. And even if you leave, I want to thank you because you did help me reach a certain amount. Content is going to be done here, but as I was filming other stuff, I've been debating about this. This has been weighing heavily on my mind. I tried to record honestly a Master Duel episode, and I just sat here hating my life. I know it's probably a bad couple of games, but I was recording an episode or two, and I have those. I've just completely deleted them because I won a match, and then I played another opponent, and they were taking so long and felt so slow. I actually got bored. I got up, and it was just like, what's the point? I'm not having fun with this. And while I've enjoyed everything else, like Virtually Pro, I did enjoy it. It's just right now, my love for Yu-Gi-Oh is draining. It's at the bottom. And yeah, it's one of those things where I feel wrong for a series like Sealed Only Challenge Edition, which deserves a finale. Virtually Pro, which kind of deserved to continue going on. But, it's one of those things where I think it's time I pull back and, quit Yu-Gi-Oh until something resparks that joy, because I'm not enjoying myself. Obviously you guys comment down below what you think and what you feel, and I'm pretty sure this will have a negative impact on this channel, but Yu-Gi-Oh was never supposed to be the main focus of this channel, and I'm hoping you guys still stick around for the other content. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, tag out. I want to give a special thank you to all my Patreon members. Urza and Scott, you're amazing. If you guys want to check out Patreon and join it to get a shout out at the end, check Patreon down in the link description below. And you can also, like Scott did, make me re-record this.